Hey everybody, it's me, Tracy Thomas, host of The Stacks, and I am here with another extra special bonus episode of The Stacks Unabridged. April is National Poetry Month, and so we are bringing back something that you all loved that we did 2 years ago. We call it Poetry Therapy. It's where I invite 5 poets onto the podcast, each of whom has chosen one poem for us to read together and discuss. They're going to help us break it down, explain what they think makes the poem good. I'm going to talk about what I am noticing, what I am wondering about. And it's all in an effort to alleviate our collective poetry anxieties and fears. If you are a person who has those, I don't want to project. I have them. Today, I am joined by Nate Marshall, Jose Olivares, Courtney Lamar Charleston, Kimon Felix, and Jessica Salgado. And hopefully, with the help of these 5 poets, we will be cured of our poetry anxieties and we will be able to just lean in and enjoy the words. Now, if you're listening to this episode and it cuts off after about 10, 15 minutes, that means you are not a paid subscriber to my Substack, tracythomas.substack.com, or part of the Stacks Pack, patreon.com/thestacks. These bonus episodes are exclusive for paying members. However, not only do you get these episodes when you pay, you also get a bunch of other perks, and you get to know that you are supporting this Black woman-run independent book podcast that cares about therapy exist. So please go join tracythomas.substack.com or patreon.com/thestacks. Okay, enough. Let us dive in to this year's 2026 Poetry Therapy Session. All right, to kick things off, we are joined by our dear friend of the podcast, Jose Olivares. Jose is the award-winning author of 2 poetry collections, Citizen Illegal, which was a finalist for the Penn Gene Stein Book Award, and Promises of Gold, which was longlisted for the National Book Award in 2023. The same year he came on this very podcast to discuss the book. Let's dive into my conversation with Jose Olivares. All right, everybody, we're kicking off Poetry Therapy with the founder of the Poetry Therapy Institute, Jose Olivares, friend of the pod, author, poet extraordinaire. Welcome back, Jose.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited. What a gift poetry therapy has become. I feel like it's changed my life, like all therapy.
That's amazing. I'm so happy you like it. You know, for me, this is also like an Ellen Bass fan club meeting. So
yes,
this is great.
Yes, I know. I thought you might do another Ellen Bass. I was a little surprised. You went a different direction.
I did. Yeah. But, I love Ellen Bass. I definitely looked through her catalog to see if I wanted to use another one of her poems.
Yeah, I just constantly revisit The Thing Is. I just like every day I read it out loud to myself. Just a reminder that, we need to take life like a face in our hands. No violet eyes, and say, I will love you again. Anyways, I love that poem. But today we are reading For a Stephanie Laura, 3rd grade, Who Made Me a Card, a poem by Aracelis Girmay.
Beautiful.
I don't know. It's not great. Okay. I'm going to read it out loud to everyone, and then we're going to talk about it. And this one's a little bit long, people, but it's so good. It's very sweet. Okay. Elephant on an orange line, underneath a yellow circle meaning sun. 6 green vertical lines with color all from the top meaning flowers. The first time I peel back the 5 squares of Scotch tape, unfold the crooked crease fold of art class paper, I am in my living room. It is June. Inside of the card, there is one long word and then a Stephanie's name. Lo is for everybody. A Stephanie Laura. Lo is for everybody. Lo is for everybody. The scientific Latinate way of saying hibiscus. Lo is for everybody. A direction as in, are you going north, south, east, west? Lo is for everybody? I try over and over to read the word out loud. Lo is for everybody. Lo is for everybody. Lo is for everybody. Lo is for everybody. What is this word? I imagine using it in sentences like, man, I have to go back to the house. I forgot my Lois Ferrari. Or, there's nothing better than rain, hot rain, open windows with music, and a tall glass of Lois Ferrari Bari. Or, how are we getting to Pittsburgh? Should we drive or take the Lois Ferrari Bari? I have lived 4 minutes with this word not knowing what it means. It is the end of the year. I consider writing my student, Stephanie Laura, a letter that goes to the brilliant Stephanie Laura. Hola, querida. I hope that you are well. I've just opened the card that you made me, and it is beautiful. I really love the way you filled the sky with birds. I believe that you are chula, chulita, and superfly. Yes, the card is beautiful. I only have one question for you. What does the word Lois Ferrari Bari mean? I try the word again. Lois Ferrari Bari. Lois Ferrari Bari. Lois Ferrari Bari. I try the word in Spanish. Lois Ferrari Bari. Lois Ferrari Bari. And then, slowly, lo is fo e re bari. Lo is for everybody. Love is for everybody. Love is for everybody. Love. Love, love, everybody, love. Everybody, love, love. Is love everybody? Everybody is love. Love, love, for everybody. For love is everybody. Love is for every. Love is for everybody. Love, love, love for body. Love, body, body is love. Love is body, everybody is every love, for every love is love, for love, everybody, love, 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 love for everybody. Love is for everybody.
Amazing. I love that reading too. The drama
Thank you.
in you really comes out when you read poems.
You know, I take a text seriously. I do like to read out loud. Okay. Why did you pick this poem for this exercise?
But, poetry therapy is such a special opportunity. So I spent a long time kind of looking through some of my favorite poems. And when I remembered this one, I immediately gravitated to it. I love it so much. And to get the opportunity to share it with people that haven't encountered it, I was like, I can't pass up this chance. So for me, that's what drew me to it first and foremost.
Okay, now let's notice and wonder. This is something that my kids' teacher talked about and like some class exercise, and I talked about it with Mo Brown on the show, and it's now my new obsession for poetry.
Yeah.
One of the things I notice about this poem is that it is just so light. It just is like, it's easy. There's not a moment in the poem where I think, what's going on here? Aside from, what the fuck is this word?
Yeah.
But everything around the word is just like, I know exactly what a yellow circle meaning sun is. I can picture it. I just feel like that's something that I notice. I also I am so curious about the actual origins of this poem. Like, was there really a card, or is this an idea that came to her? Like, I do wonder about that. I know at the ending, of course, I noticed the like switch from storytelling to sort of a more poetry feeling word salad-y thing, which I like. I think it really elevates the poem because I think the beginning feels so pedestrian in a complimentary way that the end feels sort of like, oh, the poet is here now, which I really think is cool. And I noticed like there's humor, and I like that. So those are some things that I notice and wonder about. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't 100% confirm that this is a real card that Aracelis received. I do know that she was actually a teacher, so it could totally be an actual card. For me, what I notice is, I still remember the first time I read it, and Lois for everybody, like the word now, I can't see those letters and not immediately jump to love is for everybody. But the first time I read it, that was not the case. And so I remembered kind of reading through the poem and trying to figure out like, yeah, what is this long word? And not knowing. And when the poem splits it up, like I remember that experience of seeing it for the first time and being like, oh my God, the sign off is love is for everybody. Lo is for everybody.
Yeah.
Estefani Lora. And just feeling this moment, I can still feel it. Like I get the tingles just from like this sense of like ecstatic and euphoria. And then to go into the section that you described, right? The noticing the last section, which is, you know, you call it word salad. For me, it just feels like ecstasy. It's, you know, it's just like, it breaks so many rules. Like you're probably not, if you're like learning how to write poetry, you're probably told not to, you know, write over and over the word love 100 million times, right? Like it probably, someone would tell you it's too much. It's too saccharine. It's too corny. But in the moment, experiencing it, I love every single line. Is love everybody? Everybody is love. Love, love, for love. Like I can read it over and over again, and it just feels good. And it produces, I think, what it's supposed to, which is like this sense of ecstasy, of euphoria.
Yeah.
And so I love that.
Yeah, I agree. I do think that you can't kind of read it and not smile, because there's also the way that it comes from her doing the breaking it down right before, like, and then slowly low is her, and then you get to that, and it's like a victory lap too. It's like, I got it. Love is for everybody. Love, love, love. Yay, yay, yay. Everybody, everybody, buddy, buddy. Hey, we did it.
Yeah.
It definitely has that vibe of like, we did it. We're here. Congratulations. Like, and the answer is so great, right? The answer isn't north, south, east, west. The answer is love is for everybody. Like, I want to frolic.
Yeah.
And that's wonderful.
But also it could be, it kind of does work as a direction, like a different kind of compass. But I hope that where I'm headed is to love is for everybody. You know what I mean?
You're such a poet. I'm dead. You're such a poet. Yes, of course.
All right, that's it. If you want more of this episode of The Stacks Unabridged, you must join The Stacks Pack on Patreon by going to patreon.com/thestacks, or subscribe to my newsletter Unstacked at tracythomas.substack.com. And remember, by joining either of those places, you make it possible for me to make The Stacks every single week free to all. Thank you so much for your support, and we will see you in the Stacks.